First Talon, as if you weren't fancy already.
I try.
And Ilario.
He made his own decisions, and he'll pay for them.
Hopefully his information proves useful.
There's the experimental gatlock. Looks like the Venatori and Danton are guarding it, but they haven't set it up to explode yet.
Follow the crows!
The last you will ever see.
We need to get rid of the rest of this gatlock. That's all the gatlock here. On to the next spot.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If over there, more of that gatlock the Venatori made stronger.
You bastard sluggers!
That was magic.
Got us in the distance!
Everyone's still alive.
Okay, just one more pile of gatlock to deal with.
Good. The Antam barely seem to know how to use it themselves.
There's that last cache of gatlock. The Antom and Venatori are on alert.
There! Saboteurs!
Let them get close to the gatlock!
Don't take no orders from you!
Maybe you did. This was your last patch!
You fail our gods!
There. We've gotten rid of the last of this new Gatlock.
The Venatori and Anton didn't seem to enjoy each other's company.
Neither seemed impressed with their magical gatlock either.
They won't be making another batch anytime soon. Treviso may be blighted, but no one's burning down any part of it.
And the Antam have been reminded that the crows have ears everywhere.
What is a government?
Okay, Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antam flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You expect me to believe the Butcher of Treviso?
I butcher lying cattle. They don't deserve what they have. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You knew I was coming. Cut to the chase and tell me where the gods want the ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the plate. Finish him off. We need to go after the Butcher. So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso? That's what's happening?
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I wait among the drowned.
Are you doing all right?
I see what you need. You deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver. And fighting his own Antom.
That thing cannot answer questions.
We have to hope he's still in there.
I see you, Rook, and I see you, Ritual. Let me fight me when they say. I see Tearstone Island, the Ritual, Tearstone Island!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
The butcher didn't lie. For whatever that's worth.
If I could have killed him without giving him what he wanted, I would have. Least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
The butcher did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, Avenchi.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold Treviso out to the Antom.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antom. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Menrathus. I gave up the crows, you gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
You weakened Treviso long before that bladed dragon attacked, Governor. What if Treviso's people could have fought back, could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antom kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook! You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elgernon and Gillinane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all.
And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antom fell in line?
Whatever the Antom are looking for, Avenci's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antom fear it. The Governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Avenci.
Many things bothered me about Avenci, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Avenci all along. They think they have the power in the Antom, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Avenci will be hiding, so we will hound their Antom and make them desperate.
When the Governor show themselves again, we end this.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antom more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Avenci left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the Crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Avenci keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antom beheaded the Crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antom would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
We'll stop Avenci.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Avenci confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgernon and Gillanane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Avenci.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the Governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next. How did no one see Avenci's betrayal coming?
Perhaps they did. There's a difference between knowing and being willing to stand.
They were someone else's problem, and the city paid the price.
Tell us if you find Jacobus, Rook.
He blames Avenci for his family's death. I worry he may try something rash.
There must be fewer Anton now.
It's their nature to step into roles, fill gaps. Avenci is taking advantage.
Let them. When this is done, that name will only be spat.
Please, not another. The floors of the Diamond suffer enough.
I hope the Butcher's death didn't go unnoticed.
Avenci may still have control, but the veneer of occupation has splintered.
Viago means people are no longer as afraid. His poems are more welcome during our gentler pursuits.
I do not recall any gentle pursuits.
All this blight. What do these gods want with it, Rook?
The gods think Blight can somehow rebuild what they lost.
Ah, so they are mad.
Good luck out there, Rook.
Treviso can be free if we work hard enough.
Do you ever think about your calling?
Wardens will claim they don't, but of course we do.
Everything the Wardens do for us. And their final reward is just one more sacrifice.
When the time comes, the calling's almost a release. The nightmares and the voices are too much. It's when Wardens refuse death that the problems start.
I wish there was something else we could do for them. For you.
We know what we sign up for.
Hey, Lara. You okay? You look sad.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about my brother.
Yeah. Sometimes I see stuff that reminds me of my mother.
What do you do? When it hits you, I mean.
I don't know. I ask someone how they're doing. Then I'm thinking about them and not me.
Oh. I'm sorry, Tosh.
Nah. It's a good hurt. Mostly.
Spite will not stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
Was this your ultimate goal? All that death and destruction in order to rule the capital?
It would have been magnificent. Navarra, bowing to a leader who'd make use of its greatest works.
Your enormous bone construct would have destroyed half of Navarra City.
Well, there would have to have been some rebuilding before progress could begin.
Rook, when's the last time you slept?
Ready to level up your punching experience? Have a good fight.
Rowan, hey. Cousin?
The spirits told me you found yourself and do not use women's words anymore. I would not insult you by calling you sister.
Huh. Thanks. Never had a cousin before.
Ah, lost the role when your team divvied up the loot? Come treat yourself! For gold and glory!
This Solus they keep talking about. You were friends?
I didn't know he was an elven god at the time. And he didn't look like someone out to destroy the world. His wardrobe choices, on the other hand, were a catastrophe all their own.
They finally took down both the blighted dragons?
Get the new supplies, will ya?
Right away.
I heard about the warehouse. Darkspawn, huh? Those damned Venatori. See you again.
Best cereal in Min Rapids.
Sita, how are you?
Better with Aelia out of the picture. You know, my last show had a good crowd, in a good mood. Haven't seen that in a while.
Sita, how was your last show?
No fights and no one abducted in the middle of my set. Call me boring. Call me shallow. But I prefer shows where I'm the center of attention.
What have you been up to?
We're not making war on the Venatori? I keep things spinning. The Threads still have a few entertainment spots running. They still make coin. Who doesn't need a drink and a song lately?
Can be nice to forget for a moment.
All right, Ed.
Hal, it's good to see you busy.
People need to eat. You checking up on me?
Just happy to see my favorite fish fry merchant.
It's safer to get out now. Fewer Venatori around. You have something to do with that?
Maybe.
Well, good work to whoever did.
You feed a lot of people, and you don't charge much.
I make enough at it.
Let me know if you ever want to add Ravani fish to the menu. I know a lady who can get you a deal.
Thought the cart was done when the Venatori grabbed me. You did a good job polishing her up.
I was happy to help. Besides, Nev might starve without your cart.
Yeah, well, free fish next time. You too, Gallus.
Sure, Hal. Rana, I've got someone for you to meet.
Right. I'm almost finished here.
Good reading? And here I thought you'd be working our cases.
I got a tip on a red lyrium smuggler who leaves coded messages in the paper. I placed a coded ad pretending to be a buyer. If the smuggler took the bait, I'll know where he's trading the goods.
One day we'll come here and not get mixed up in something.
Well, then what would we do for fun?
I've got a few ideas.
Until then, it's reading the paper. What could go wrong?
Are we tempting fate now? That is fun. So, what are we after?
We're looking for the phrase Virantium brandy.
Got it.
Hold on. What's this? Nev Gallus and Rana Savas, investigators?
Right. That. I may have paid for another small advertisement.
You what?
If we want to help people, they need an easier way to find us. It's approachable.
I regret this already.
That's brilliant. Maybe we should advertise.
Slow down. We haven't seen if this one works out.
There. Virantium brandy. I know where to stop the red lyrium deal. This one, anyway.
Good catch. You might work out after all. Still, I'd prefer you have backup when you need it. And if I'm not around... Rana, meet the Viper. I put in a word for you.
The Viper? You're real? Wait, a word? For what?
Come. It's time you met the Shadow Dragons.
Are you Nev Gallus?
How did you...
I saw your advertisement. I need your help.
Then you're in the right place.
My hero.
I wasn't already? Have a seat. I'm guessing you've got a story.
When's the last time you slept?
It's a simple test.
I am not loosening any of the wards around you simply to see whether you can learn new spells again.
Do you have any idea how frustrating that was, Valkarin? To be completely frozen in my spellcraft? And I could have fixed it by channeling through the skeletal construct that you destroyed. Speaking of which, what have you done with it?
That subject remains closed, Johanna.
Ugh.
You saw Katerina recently. How is she?
The same as always. She's been through too much. She should take some time. But will she listen to me? There's no arguing with her.
If you need a leg to stand on, I've got a spare.
Not even that could save me.
You see the size of Elgernon's dragon?
Kind of hard to miss.
She's pretty big.
He, the archdemon Lusicon, is a he.
Male dragons don't have wings.
Elgernon used magic to make the archdemons bigger. Maybe he added wings, too.
Ugh. And he screwed with her horns. What kind of asshole does that?
The kind we kill.
tell me, what's Tosh like? I mean, when you're together.
Together? Like, together? Together? Are you asking me what Tosh is like in private?
I think so. Isn't that what we're supposed to do when one of us is in a relationship?
Supposed to? Says who?
Well, that's what people do in the serials. The really steamy ones, at least.
Can you imagine if everyone acted like they were in a serial?
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam, and Evenchi is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Evenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Evenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Evenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Evenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
We know about it, and we'll stop it.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight... The governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Do you think Evenchi would target the field hospital?
I would not put anything past them now.
There's the garrison.
You had quite the...
On to the garrison and the governor.
Please, go on.
You had quite the stack of letters. Intrigues from home?
It's the Via della Morte. There's upkeep, repairs. I'm being asked if I should redecorate the main dining room. I'm not sure what to do. I make a mistake, both Katerina and Thea will kill me.
My entire Minratha's apartment could fit in your main dining room. If you're looking for help, you've got the wrong address.
That courtyard looks empty.
No guards? Where are the Antam?
Evenchi must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Evenchi's gotta know there's no way out for a traitor.
Courtyard's full of darkspawn.
That explains why Avenge's Antom were trying to run.
Ready if you are.
She's blighted? Wait! Jacobus?
Poisoning it?
Okay, now for Avenchi.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the Blight takes me!
All of them. Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Wait, are these Antom real?
I see the comic is working. Fight all you want. It won't end any differently. Why don't you die? Why don't you give up? If that damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me, if you hadn't interfered,
it wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My comet could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
We just stopped the governor from poisoning people. That's a start.
I did it to protect the city!
You did it because you wanted it for yourself. You say you did all this for Treviso, Avenchi, to protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time.
None of that. It is time to celebrate a victory.
Rook! I should have wine. We should toast you.
Ivenchi is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Antam remain, though with Ivenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antam and the Blight.
So you're a skull now?
I refuse to explain my condition yet again to one of Valkaran's roommates.
I have my own room. Hey, is a skull still called a corpse when you're just a skull? Okay, I'll ask Emmerich.
So?
Yes, indeed.
Elves came from spirits.
An incredible revelation of what happened thousands of years ago.
I asked Davern what he thought, and he just shrugged.
He would.
So hold up. The Blight was the Severed.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yep.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Tevinter old gods who were really their dragon thralls. Reality is wild. Just go with it.
Ron has made a good impression on the Shadow Dragons. Tarquin thinks she's too earnest, but good luck changing that.
Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally. I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
What was it Nev said? That killing the demon in the Fade could do it?
Could. She says there are no guarantees. Besides, our circumstances are unique.
Because you and Spite were forced together?
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
And what about the other person in this equation? How does he feel about this?
He dreams of freedom. I've shared those dreams. He never chose this, Rook. Something must change.
You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
For all you know, Spite comes out with your knack for vanilla and nutmeg tarts.
Rook.
My point is, you don't know what will happen.
I know that Spite, a part of me, would be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antom Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
If anyone can find a way around that fleet, it's us. Everything seems impossible at the beginning. Just fight one battle at a time. Varric told me that.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
They're taking us seriously, which is flattering, and it can work in our favor.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antom? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
What about the Inquisitor? I know he's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. He knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to him. Morgan, too. We could use their help. We're as ready as we'll ever be. We need to make our move soon.
I agree.
Get some rest, and be ready.
There were Magisters and several Altus families who supported the Lucerni. We should seek them out again. Would you mind if I requested your help in this?
I would be insulted if you didn't.
Can love conquer a curse? The last chapter of 2 Hearts in Four.
Events are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So, the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although he requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot his responsibilities to those who are capable of managing them. Once settled, he has pledged himself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
Only one of us has a fragment of a god inside them, Mythal.
I carry only her memories, not her strength, nor her capacity for strategy.
Well, either way, our allies will be ready.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elganon and Gillenane. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image. The evil put into place with the aid of their Arnhem servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the eclipse, which isn't for another... Elganon!
While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Elganon just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
Lucanus is right. We have to go now.
No time to scrape up an army, even if we had one.
You think we're enough?
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antom army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
We're the only thing standing between every single living creature and the Blight. I don't want to watch the world fall and know I didn't do everything I could. So let's stop the gods, whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can. I should talk with Nev before we leave. See how she's doing.
Elgernon's an asshole. Talking in people's minds, promising them stuff. It's messed up. At least we saved the Dalish. That'll piss him off.
I wish I could get moving. I hate being stuck in here.
You? You must be so pleased with yourself.
What the? Hezenkos?
Of course it's me! Reduced to explain myself to Emmerich Valkaren's companions.
You'll never guess what I discovered when putting my affairs in order for Lichdom. My first published work. A monograph on the vagaries of determining a body's time of death. Those illustrations. However did I believe I'd drawn the correct proportions of the human heart?
What does...
How are you alive?
A lich isn't so easily destroyed.
Even a failed lich?
A meaningless phrase. Anyhow, if you must know, the Morn Watchers found me. Only my skull was intact in the rubble you left of my grand creation.
Why are you here?
Those Morn Watchers continue to forbid so-called immoral necromancy. As if anything within our grasp should be forbidden. The petty alarmists intend to use my abilities for some sort of penitence. Valkaren will be by with a sheaf of lectures, I'm sure.
I had no idea that Lusicon would be so, well, big. We got away though. No one died and we saved the Dalish. I'll take that as a win.
Wash is all right. I don't know what I'd do if I lost my ma.
Fire and ice, light and blood. Another blow to the gods' dweller.
Veilguard must be pleased he got his archdemon back.
first talon of the crows. I knew Katerina wanted it one day. I thought it would be on her deathbed if I lived to see it.
Must be two more. That's the second. One more to go. did something? I'll need a wisp. I'll need a wisp. Can't do this without a wisp.
Dweller, it is whole, restored. Somewhere. That did it.
Not taking a break? It's our last chance before,
I'll get to it. The gods are rushing this. Rushing us.
You're worried?
Maybe.
So the job's gone sideways. We'll make it work.
That doesn't make it easy.
I know. When this is over...
Don't.
Don't what?
Talk about after.
All right, easy. If that's what you need. But I'm not the one still thinking about it.
The gods are rushing us.
I know.
The job? I know one will get me eventually, but you... I can't think about after and you. Not when... If something happens.
Nev.
Oh, I knew you were trouble. It's one lucky break and close call after another, and you... I let myself... When do the tables turn, Rook? Because they do. They always...
I'm here for you. I meant that. I still do.
The gods can break that promise for you.
You're acting like they already have, like I wouldn't try. We have been in danger since we met. What's different this time?
This time I know I...
Why can't you say it?
What if I can't tomorrow?
Come on, Nev. We're gonna be... I should talk with Varric too. Get any last advice for killing a god.
Hey, Rook.
Varric, I hope I'm not interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're gonna die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
I'm not.
You're in uncharted territory. It's not like anyone has experience fighting gods. Well, maybe Solus does, but you really don't want to get him talking about it.
Too late.
My point is, you're doing the best anyone could do in this situation.
I think the world deserves more than me leading the charge. But I'll think about what you said.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.
Wish I could get moving. I hate being stuck in here.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morgan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antom army over there.
Doesn't change what we came to do. The gods will know we're here soon, and so will the Antom. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antom ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be Blight farther up, Harding. And Darkspawn.
I've fought them before, and I've got the stone on my side.
Lace? Hold on.
Someone has to do this, Tosh.
So who will it be?
Davrin's right. We need a Grey Warden and a Griffin in the lead.
Won't let you down. Either of us.
I'll take the rest of us and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, Lucanus will take Solus's dagger and ambush Gillenane.
Elgernon's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Gillenane first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgernon.
Good luck, Rook. Let's make some history.
Good luck. And thanks. Davrin.
Just like you said in the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
Alright, not the quickest path ahead, but we might reach the gods before we're spotted. There! That must be where the gods are making the dagger.
Rook, the veil is weakening here. I can feel it.
Well, so much for that.
Take them out fast!
Intruders, take arms!
You heard the Kunari. They've got mortars.
On your right. So they hired human mercenaries.
The Antom aren't taking any chances. Sounds like a lot more Antom across the bay.
What are they saying?
Something about Gillinan giving them world-crushing power? Sounds like Davern's team found the Antom. I hope they're all right. mercenaries again. They have mages.
We can make quick work of this.
Of you to seek me out, Rook. We shall meet soon.
I just heard Elgar'nan.
Lusakhan. He said my name. Rook, what I said before, I want things to go our way, I do.
I know.
Just find a way out. Can you do that, Trouble?
I can if you can. What did this place used to be?
Spite says he smells old blood.
Another group of mercenaries!
We can't let them slow us down.
They're at range.
Blight. Well, we're getting closer.
If the gods finish their dagger, open the Fade, and unleash all the Blight, even Solus was terrified of that.
He has some sense, at least.
On Tom, your vision, your loyalty will be rewarded. Gillenane and I must complete our task before we join you. This magic we harness will transform the world, and all those within it.
Closer to where the gods are making their dagger.
We sense intruders, the same mortals who defied us at Whitehall. A spite demon and its host. A frost wielder, Tevinter trained. There are others. Find them. Bring us what remains.
Damn. This is bad.
We have to hurry. The Anton will be looking everywhere after hearing that. There's Davrin.
Rook, over here.
Davrin, you all right?
For now. We burned some Antom ships, led them off. But there's another wave coming.
Can you open the way out of here?
Sure thing. Let me take a look.
The crows say otherwise.
How's that door, Davrin?
Give us another minute. Doors are open, Rook. There's a lot more Anton. We'll lead them away.
Be careful. We'll meet you above.
There are things I would have of you, Rook. Draw closer. You will learn what they are.
Elkanon again.
Just more talk.
lot more blight on this side.
More on, Tom, too.
Got us in range. Watch it. Finale moves yours.
Unharmed, the intruders remain. Wonders an instrument from the dreadful.
The gods know we have sown this is done.
Our power gathers momentum. Power. It cannot be interrupted by mortals. I will send my creations to assist you.
Dark spawn.
Survive. Get back. Stay in cover.
Did you see that flash of green light? That's a tear in the Fade.
A Fade tear. Don't tell me the gods are that close.
The gods might be close, but they'd be gloating if they'd finished their dagger. If we kill Gillenane and steal that dagger, then Elgadon can't unleash the Blight. That Fade Tear's blocking the way. We have to set it off. That Fade Tear! Getting near it feels like being ripped to shreds. Gillenane must be affecting the Fade here, making the tears more dangerous.
Get clear!
Antom coming your way. We can't hold them forever.
Do what you can. Meet us inside that building ahead.
More blight.
We've got to clear it out to get to the gods.
They're onto us. Got us from a distance. My job's done. Your turn. Careful. More fate tears.
Remember to keep your distance.
After we seize the blight, I will craft a new dragon. Invulnerable to steel, flame, magic. It will be perfect.
No such thing.
And the first meal I feed it will be your heart.
Move fast.
Got it. Everyone in.
Oh, another Fade Tear. Oceans of magic are coursing around us because of the god's ritual.
Then we'd better find Gillenane. Quickly.
Wait! There are wards blocking the way out. Blood magic.
One touch could kill.
How do we get through? Ideas?
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
This is your territory, Balara. Just go slow.
I'll be careful.
I'll keep this Fade Tear in check while you work. But with things so unpredictable, I fear anything might happen once we kill Gillenane.
Solus warned me that there'd always be costs and consequences to fighting gods. But if we kill Gillenane, snatch the god's dagger, and escape, maybe we prove him wrong.
I dearly hope so.
And there!
Great work.
Thanks. Be careful. The gods might know we're here now.
That is a certainty. The Elven are a scattered people, but fret not. I shall bring your mage gently back into our fold. You can all be forgiven by embracing the wisdom of surrender. Continue, and even the dread wolf will regret what I do to his pawn.
Come on! Elgranon and Gillenane are still on the island. If we move fast, we might get Balara back.
Damn it! Hold on, Belle!
The gods know we're coming, but they still need to finish their dagger.
Then we should split their attention.
Right. Half the team comes with me on the main path. Davrin, you and the others stay out of sight and get Lucanus to the ritual.
Then after he kills Gillenane, we rescue Balara. All this magic, it feels like a storm.
Which means Elganard's almost completed the dagger.
Where's Gillenane?
On the move. Spike can feel her hunting for us.
Keep your heads. Follow the plan. We'll kill Gillenane, we'll get our friend back, and then...
Then we kill Elgranon. We'll distract Gillenane until Lucanus gets a clear shot.
Good luck, Davrin.
Like I promised, whatever it takes.
It's all yours.
As is Gillenane.
I hear Darkspawn.
The first age of gods was a time of conquest. The second age of gods saw wonders built. Then came flight, triumph, betrayal. And the third age of gods was... Behind you, walk among the remains of an empire destroyed by the flames. Solus is cunning, persuasive. He is loyal to nothing but his own fluids.
I see her.
Not soon enough, Great Warden.
Don't let her get her.
Everett! He hears you not. Servants are endless, renewed effortlessly, perfected with each iteration. Once the light is fully ours, all wardens relevant could not stand against us. So few of you remain. Small.
Ev?
Desperate.
Emmerich?
Fearful. For your transgressions, Littlebrook, you face a god alone. You have destroyed treasures of images, set back our work. I will perfect this world, and you shall never see it.
Are you hurt?
Not a scratch, Trouble. Let's end this.
I have not forgotten my archdemon's death! That debt will be paid with your companion's blood!
Only thanks to you. Now, to the fight!
We need to find Davern. Gillenade grabbed him earlier. Behind you!
This struggle is hopeless! Wasteful!
We've got you.
Thanks. Now we need Lucanus. He's got Solas and Davern. He's the only one who can kill Gillenade.
We'll find him.
Clear out.
Gillenade, the ritual is nearly complete. You must keep them away.
They are persistent.
Lucanus, I've got you.
Behold your current age. Fragile, aimless, lost. We are the only beings in this world who can cleanse and tame the blight. Use it to rebuild the old glories. You've done naught but destroy them.
You and Elganon are trapped by the past, just like Solas. You had your chance, each one of you. And we don't owe you a thing.
Whatever it takes. Hassan!
Davern!
We had such plans. How could I?
Regret this.
The Fate's still ripping open!
The dagger! Rook! You must break its contact with Gillenane!
Lucanus? Lucanus!
And so you have your victory. You live. Gillenane does not. Are you not proud to finally reach this moment? Or did you think you'd win the day without some painful sacrifice?
If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people.
No one's retreating.
We'll all die.
Archdemons are taking the North Wall.
You and your friends stood against the gods. Your courage is laudable.
Soulless.
But mortals cannot win this battle. I am sorry it is what must be.
I saved you, Rook. What was the point? You were never a tyranny.
You're worthless.
Varric never believed in you.
You are no leader. You failed us all.
What failure cuts your conscience now, I wonder?
Balara!
Your friend is dead.
Dead and gone. It's your fault.
Your fault.
Regret, like all emotions, is a powerful thing. It can bruise us, break us, or blind us to the truth. Regret is even strong enough to serve as the lock on a prison built to hold gods. But such a prison can hold any captive. Even you. No. You were never ready to make the sacrifices that leadership requires. So through our connection, I molded you into someone the prison would accept in my place.
Varric.
Your work is done.
What? This is... This is where we talked when I was dreaming. But I am not dreaming. Has to be some way out of here. Just have to find it. I have to get back to the team.
Solus found a way out. Now you need to find yours.
Barrick? He's not here. Of course he's not. So how do I get out? Solus said this prison was built to hold gods.
Built to hold gods. And locked with regret. He said that, too.
Balara?
Rook. I was supposed to find all the secrets of the Nodus Trithallan. Now I never will. I'm sorry to make you sad, but I told you the enchantments were dangerous. You chose me anyway. You picked me to die.
You're right. You're my friend, Balara. But we had to get those wards down. I made a choice. I live with the choices I make, the successes and the failures. We all believed in what we were fighting for, what we're still fighting for. And Balara knew what it might cost.
She did, kid. We all did. Because you always chose the hard truth over the easy lie. Solus, on the other hand.
Everyone's a pawn to someone like Solus. Pieces to sacrifice, without a second thought.
Davrin.
Whatever it takes. That's what you told us. And you live that. Every day. You helped me rescue the Griffins. Got him to Arlathan. You asked a lot of us. The team. But you asked even more of yourself. And after everything you've done, it was my turn to make the sacrifice. And I'd do it again.
I'm gonna miss you, Davrin. We fought together, bled together, and anytime I needed you, you were there. But now you're gone, and the fight's not over. So I promise you this. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna stop Elgranon, and I'm gonna stop Solus. I'll save the world, Davrin, and make sure your sacrifice was worth it.
Great job, kid. Now, what about mine?
That's
where it all began.
What am I gonna see there?
I think you already know.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca. You need to listen!
You can't be dead, Varric. You've helped me so much. Told me what to do when I didn't know. We wouldn't have gotten this far without you.
But you did, Rook. You did all of this without me.
Because you died.
Yeah. Sorry about that, kid.
I'm sorry, Varric.
For what?
For not saving you.
Shit. Didn't you learn anything from this place? I made the choice. To talk to him, to try to reach him, even knowing the risks. Because he was my friend. My decision, my sacrifice. And you don't get to take that from me.
But
every story's got an ending. This one just came a little earlier than I'd planned.
I'm gonna miss you, Varric.
Gonna miss you too, kid. But you've got your own story to finish. I just know the ending's going to be killer.
What happens now? To you?
I'll disappear. Go back to just being a memory.
Right.
Hey, don't get all misty-eyed on me, okay? I had a good run, and I don't regret a second of it.
What about Solus?
You talked to Mythal. You saw the memories. Solus wants to be a hero. That's who he is, deep down. But it's easier for him to play the villain. Because that means he didn't fail. All the damage he's done, the people he's hurt, it becomes a choice. Remind him who he really is. He might just listen.
So how do I get out of here?
Listen to your team. Like you always do.
This way. It's thinner here.
Better be right.
They're waiting for you. Just take it one step at a time.
Goodbye, Varric. And thank you.
Rook! Looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I'd say good luck, but you don't need it. You already have everything you need.
There! A light!
We've got something. Get ready.
I am Elganon, first of the firstborn, last of the Evanuris. Come to reign over you with fine and gentle hand. Citizens of Minrathous, give yourself to me. Together we shall unleash magic so glorious, so limitless, that all the world will be transformed.
He seized control of the Archon's palace?
While the Magisterium was in full session, only the Venatori seem to have survived.
How are the Shadow Dragons?
Still fighting, last we heard. But Elgernon's blighted the city, and the Venatori have sealed the gates. No one can get in or out.
Even the city's Illuvians went dark. We've got no way to contact the Shadow Dragons. They'd be dead already if not for Solus.
Solus?
He got to Minrathous just before the gates were sealed. He saved some civilians and killed some Venatori.
Now, everyone's following Solus, like he's the only one who can save them.
He's using the Shadow Dragons and anyone else he can to give him a clear shot at Elganon. Then he finishes his ritual and the whole world drowns in demons.
He can't hurt Elgernon yet. That archdemon makes him invulnerable.
So Solus has to kill it first.
And once that's done, Solus goes for Elgernon with the dagger he took from us.
That's why we need to get to Solus first.
He's not going to be happy when he sees you've escaped from his trap.
That's his problem. He's got the dagger, and the dagger is the only thing that can kill Elganon. We need to get it back.
We did attempt to create a dagger to replace the one Solus took.
Nice to look at, but it can't cut through enchantments like the real thing.
So it cannot kill Elgernon.
Looks real enough.
But it is not. We don't have the right weapon to take down our target, and we lost too much killing Gillenane. We have no idea where Bellara is, or what Elgernon is doing to her.
And Davron and Hassan are...
If Bellara were here, she'd tell us there's still work to do. And Davron would already have Hassan in the air. They're not here to finish this, but because of their sacrifice, we are. So let's do it for them. Get a message to anyone who's still out there. Tell them we're gonna stop Elgernon, and we need their help to do it. Then fix up your gear and take care of any unfinished business. In the morning, we take back Minrathous.
Hey, are you all right?
We've still got work to do. I can collapse when this is over.
Look, we can handle getting word to our allies. You go take care of yourself. I'll stop by your room in a bit. Make sure you're still there.
keep expecting Davrin to challenge me to push-ups or something. Or Hassan to come and ask for a treat.
Yeah.
Those figures he carved? I'll get one of the lords to make more. And print his book. He'd want people to learn to kill monsters. And you were right. He'd also want us to finish the job. So just say the word. I'm ready to find out how to make Elgranon burn. The Antam and Ravain have gone berserk. They're killing anything that moves. Be a lot worse if the Dragon King were leading them. The lords have kept them away from cities and towns so far. You saved a lot of lives when you helped me put him down. Elgranon lost it after you disappeared. He raged about us killing Gillenane. Brought down a huge pillar of fire on the island. We barely got away in time. A lot of Antam didn't. It burned so bright that we all saw purple for hours. Turned the whole island to glass. Let me know when it's time. I'm ready. Let me know when it's time. I'm ready.
Hey, Varric. Are you busy? I came to apologize. Yeah, I know. I'm always apologizing for something. I should have seen this sooner. I should have known. Or maybe I did, and I just didn't want it to be true. I knew you were too old for this shit, but leaving in the middle of the job? Come on! You were supposed to be here. You were supposed to be the one to stop Solus. I should have known you left me to clean up this mess alone. I'll finish this job. I promise. For you. And Davrin, and Hassan, and Bellara, and everyone else we've lost. Goodbye, Varric. I know where to find you if I need you. I'm surprised Emmeric's talking to you after you killed Manfred.
I didn't force that ridiculous sack of bones to get in my way. Who knows what he saw in that shambling thing? Besides, a lich can easily craft a new manservant.
After we've dealt with Elgranon, we must search for Bellara. I'll not leave that poor girl wherever that monster jailed her.
No news on what's happened to her?
No. I'd attempt scrying, but the Fade is in an uproar.
If we can find her, we will. Emmerich, how are things in Navarra?
Outbreaks of malicious spirits, panic at the eclipse. The Watchers are helping keep order. Fortunately, we're not as vulnerable to darkspawn as some other kingdoms.
Why not?
Oh, it's impossible to blight the dead. But with time, even Navarra may be overrun.
When Gillenane died, it was like the Fades spilled into the real world for a moment.
A small taste of what Solus would have done if you hadn't stopped him from tearing down the Veil back when this started.
It was a team effort. Me, Harding, Nev, and Varric.
We ask you to plunge back into battle without a proper chance to mourn. Davron's room is as he left it, as though he might stroll in with Hassan one day.
They were heroes. To the end.
Indeed they were. I'm relieved beyond measure that we took the time to visit Blackthorn Manor, Rook. Given Johanna's partnership with the Venatori, I'm sure they would have eagerly employed her bone construct had we not stopped her.
Puh. I'll have to put together something more useful once I'm out of here.
We've already discussed the likelihood of this, Johanna.
Ugh.
Onwards, my friend. I'll be ready, whatever awaits us.
It feels so different without Davron. I can't believe he's just gone. We don't talk about it much, but everyone knows it. We wouldn't be here if Davron hadn't stepped up.
He was a hero. We won't forget it.
Right. We can see it through, the rest of us. We'll fight. We'll win. Early in our search for Solus, Varric would ask me, "You sure you want to be here? It won't be easy." And I'd say, "I know. I'm not afraid of difficult." I didn't know how difficult it would be, especially without his wisdom. He could always make sense of things, you know?
I know exactly what you mean.
Right. You were talking to him this whole time.
Just a memory of him, enhanced by Solus's magic, I think.
I'd take that. Just to hear that voice one more time, telling me it will all be okay. We've tried to get messages through to the Shadow Dragon since Elgernon took over Minrathous. No luck. Nev's always so composed, but she must be worried. It's her city, her friends. But the Shadows are well established. They've fought for Minrathous for years. Let's get there quickly. I know I'm ready. I've got a score to settle with Elgernon. For the Titans and Dwarves. He has no idea who he's messed with. You, me, Varric, Nev. We started this. Let's make sure we end it right. Everyone's ready. Just say the word.
You were a warden to the end, Davrin, a hero. But you were a lot more than that to this team. You were a friend. We couldn't find any trace of you. I don't know what to think about that. Whatever it means, we miss you, Davrin. Hassan, we're gonna miss you, boy. You're one of a kind. Wherever you are, I hope it's filled with all the truffles you could ever imagine. And worms. Let's not forget those.
Katerina sent me a vintage bottle of port to mark my ascension as First Talon. I plan to share it with Davron, with Hassan at our feet.
I'll miss them too.
We will have to settle for stopping Elgernon and carving Davrin's name into his blighted heart. Now comes the fight for those we can still save. Despite the cost, Gillenane is dead. We should still count it a victory.
I knew you wouldn't miss twice. Are you okay?
I'm well, though that was no ordinary death blow. I assure you that striking down a god is not something any killer can mistake. That is worth remembering, given we still have 2 gods to destroy. The crows have been busy in Treviso. The blight was bad enough, but making sure we cleaned up all the governor's comic. Mierda. We should rebuild the city with a new monument, Evenchi's Folly, 10 stories high. If we must live in the shadow of their mistakes, it should at least be decorative. When you are ready to end this, Spite and I will be at your side. When you are ready to end this, Spite and I will be at your side.
You came back. I waited. Finding you was a lost cause, but I'd catch myself waiting. And you came back. So, look what I know.
What can I say? You're stuck with me. Wait, I'm sorry. I was hoping that was a good thing.
The best. Now kiss me, Trouble. I could stay here longer than I should.
Who says you have to go?
You know you're distracting.
I do what I can.
I thought you were gone. Minrathous is more lost than usual. Me too, if I'm honest. There's always something slipping through my fingers. All I know is, if I don't say I love you this time, I'll regret it.
I love you too.
Look, I still can't bet on after, not for sure. But I won't live like we're not getting one.
Take what you can get while you got it?
And make it count. I'll make it all count.
Are you going sweet on me, Nev Gallus?
Turns out I've got a soft side. It's been days, but I still expect Belle to burst in here with a question or theory to share. Varric gone, Bellara taken, Treviso.
You've been dealing with this alone.
There was so much to do, I had to get the job done. For you.
For us now, okay?
I can work with that. Rook, I don't know how Solus made you forget what happened to Varric. If I'd known, I should have caught it. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure it could be caught.
Maybe, but still. Add it to my list of reasons to stop him.
So, Minrathous.
It's bad. Solus may have helped, but we can't trust that's benevolent. And inside, I don't even know who's made it. Rana is careful, but she'll put others before herself, no matter the cost. Viper, Tarquin, they're fighters, but Halos, Cedar? I don't know. Whatever's happening out there, it's echoing here, in the Fade. The other day, I found wisps under my desk. They were hiding.
You're sure?
Had a strong feeling. I gave them an inkpot and some parchment with scribbled notes. It calmed them a little. If they felt safe here, I couldn't make them leave. People need us. It's time to show up. People need us. It's time to show up.
The Evanurers do not need. They only demand. Deny them.
Thank you all for coming. If we don't stop Elgar'nan today, our world is either dead or blighted. So we keep fighting until the job is done. It's gonna be hard. There's no guarantee any of us will make it.
We're with you, Rook.
Elgar'nan dies today.
Whatever it takes.
Strife, news?
Our scouts confirm Elgar'nan is inside the Archon's palace. There's a giant tendril of blight tethering it to the Divine's manor in Hightown.
Then that's our goal. Breach the city walls and get to that tendril. Emmerich, can we count on Mornwatch support?
The Watchers, living and otherwise, will stand with us.
Every remaining Warden will be there. We follow Warden Rook today.
The Antivan crows are ready to pay their respects.
And the Lords of Fortune will be there. For gold and glory.
The Veil Jumpers have been in this since the beginning, and will be there for the end.
Solus is our first target. Without his dagger, we can't kill Elgar'nan.
Our scouts last spotted him working with the Shadow Dragons in the western section of Hightown.
Okay, we go in through Hightown.
How? Minrathous was built to fight off an army, even before Elgar'nan reinforced the defenses. Every gate will be guarded.
Worse than that. Our scouts reported that the Venatori sealed all the gates with those damn warding crystals.
Can the Veil Jumpers disable them?
Venatori magic won't be a problem.
It's still likely to take time. You may need assistance or someone to protect you while you unravel the wards.
Emmerich, I want you helping the Veil Jumpers.
Of course.
The Venatori at that gate will be commanded by a war mage. That's how they usually operate.
If we get rid of the commander, the rest of the Venatori will scatter. Can the crows cut the head off the snake?
Contract accepted.
There's gonna be a lot of guards between you and her. The Lords can clear you a path.
And one of us should be there as well.
Lucanus, how'd you like to kill a Venatori mage?
It would be my pleasure.
One last thing might give the crows some trouble. There's a massive construct tall enough to crush buildings. It's guarding the main gate.
A juggernaut. Giant siege constructs built to withstand the Anton, or anyone else who came calling.
We're gonna need our heaviest forces against that juggernaut. Evka.
The Grey Wardens have fought ogres and archdemons. We can handle this.
The Morn Watch will lend aid, but against something as large as this juggernaut, we'll require further assistance. Rook?
Tosh, you're with the Wardens.
Right.
starting. Nev, you're with me. We make a run at the gate, get inside, and find Solus. The rest of you get to the Blight Tendril. Once we've got the dagger, we'll meet you there. And take the fight to Elganon. I believe in this team, in all of us. So let's get it done. We go on my signal. For a world free of the
We need to go!
It was close at the gate, but we're getting through.
They did their job. Now, let's do ours.